I've also actually got a hidden disability, so if you don't laugh, it is a fucking hate crime. So you've got to be nice to me. But it is true. And I've got a lung condition. It's a fucking horrible thing. I've got a terrible cough, I've got it all the time. It's not going anywhere. Permanent got it. And before COVID, that used to be fine. I'd walk in the boots, I'd start coughing, they'd sit me down, give me a glass of water, make sure I'm okay. None of that shit anymore. Even the pharmacist's like, you're on your fucking own with that one, mate. But there are some benefits. Travelling on a train, having a hidden disability, you never used to be able to get a seat. I get a whole fucking carriage now. People are getting off and I start coughing, it's not their fault. But life isn't all bad. I was a bit of a late developer, a bit like with comedy. I didn't actually get married until I was 52. And when you're a bachelor until you're 52, and all of a sudden you get married, it's a bit of a culture shock. I mean, getting used to the concept of making love to my own wife, that was a first. But I have noticed, when you get to my age with a wife who's a little bit younger than I am, there's two most important things to keep an active sex life, and that's energy and inclination. My problem is getting them both at the same time. It got to some point, actually on my wedding night, for the first time, I couldn't perform. Couldn't rise to the occasion. I just said to her, look, I'm really sorry, this has never happened to me before. I'm so embarrassed. She said, stop going on, it used to happen to me all the time. But now we've moved on, and for my sins, I'm nearly 60 and I've got a 6-year-old son. He's lovely, he's great, but it's people's faces. When we start having conversations and they say, have you got children? I said, yeah. They say, how old? I say, 6. They look at me and what? I said, 6. I said, fucking hell, well done you, mate. It's not as if I've done a London Marathon on my fucking hands and knees, is it? I've just had a kid. But he's fucking lovely. He's brilliant. His name's Sid. He's 6 years old. And he's at that great stage of learning where he really wants to learn everything, but he still wants to play with me. That sounded fucking wrong. So we share a bath with him and the rubber ducks and the plastic submarines. It's like an episode of the fucking Blue Planet in my house on bath night. I remember the first time I went to pick him up from school, and I'm standing there and I can see the school secretary and she's looking out the office at me. And all of a sudden she comes out and she starts walking up to me. I think, what the fuck does she want? And she's got one of those passive-aggressive faces you normally only see on NHS receptionists. And she comes to me and she says, can we help you? I said, no, I'm doing fine, thanks. She said, what are you doing outside of school? What the fuck do you think I'm doing outside of school? She said, what are you doing outside of school? I said, I'm waiting for my son. She said, don't you mean your grandson? I said, no, my fucking son. She said, well, who's your son? I said, Sid. She said, fucking hell, we never knew you was that old. Fucking hell, don't you? Now, I'll have to add on a little bit now, because I haven't got a light yet. I work for a veterans charity, and I recently went on this great event, and it was for people who've done national service. And to have done national service now, you have to be at least 85 years old. So it's full of people who are even fucking older than me, and that's fucking amazing for a start. And this guy comes straight up to me, and he started talking about he did his national service, and he was in the army, and it was the best time of his life, and it was absolutely fucking brilliant. And he wished he'd kept in contact with his army mates, and he just wished he'd dedicated life to his army rather than leaving after 3 years. And anyway, after about fucking 10 minutes, it's getting boring. But you know, when somebody's so interested in what they're telling you, you let them go on. So I let him go on, and in the end he wandered off, and his wife looked at me and said, yeah, I know, I haven't got the heart to tell him he was in the Royal Navy. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.